everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video we're back at the house. And what has happened since the last time we were looking at the house, and it has been a while, that there is all that's happened. So the cousin has put up scaffolding in preparation for taking down the extension at the back here. We have our plans got, we have the loan approved, we're ready to rock and roll. Cousin's not here. Whenever he comes back we don't know. Today's video, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to talk a little bit about what we're doing here, but we have to clean out that wee shed there, the other side of that citron saxo, because we'll talk about when we get there. We'll clean it out because that is coming down. Also the grain bin will be coming down as well, but we'll talk about. But first of all, I'll go into the house and just close up a lot of windows, and yeah, anyways, Liv has just gone to feed her pigs. When she comes back, we'll get going. You can see you have the original centre block. This is from the back side of the house. We have the original centre block of the house there. You have that section there, and then you have the extension that they built on in the 60s, I think it was. We're taking down the extension, so everything off the back of the house, that's coming down, and then we're building on a slightly bigger extension. Not massively big, but slightly bigger. But the reason we're taking that down is because it's leaking between the valleys and the roof up there. That's just a little bit of a nightmare, so just coming down to try and get it right. So that's why the scaffolding is up. So that's coming down. Anyways, I'm going to go into the house and close the lock windows up. We're just inside the house, and this is old building here in cobwebs. So we have the house cleaned out, so to speak. It's just like a furniture to come out, and then everything is being stripped back to the stone, these big stone. So you can see how wide the wall is from there to there. The walls are massively thick in this house, and then that's just going into the extension, and you can see where the water damage is done along here. Actually, no, you can't see. Oh, no, you can't see daylight. Yeah. Anyways, that's the valley there, and the valley leaks, and it's not over hectic at the minute. So yeah, that there is all coming off, and then we're extending it out there, so there'll be another bedroom out there and then a bathroom straight out there. So yeah, roughly speaking, as it is, that's what the extension was. Upstairs is a bedroom and a bathroom, so we're just making it a bigger bedroom and a bigger bathroom. Building here beside us, which is, it's like there's the back door of the house, and we will be putting another back door in there, so it's basically not changed in that regard. But this is the old turf shed. The shed is well over 100 years old, and it's like I don't know what you call it. Well, I remember when we were children, it used to be a game trying to kick a football in through the hole in the top. So the turf shed is quite full. The lights much to be desired, but we have a lot of turf, and it goes back about another 15 foot from where I'm standing or more of turf. So we've plenty of turf in here. Other than that, there's not much else in here because we cleaned this out before we put in all the turf. So actually some of that stuff there, I don't even know what that is. And my grandfather's side is somewhere in here. I actually thought it was in the rafters on that side, but I don't see it there. But yeah, that's the turf shed. So this is the outside turf shed. There's a door here, and then the turf goes all the way back. You can see it there. It goes back to somewhere here, and there's a wall in the back of it there, and then you meet this section here. And this section, because of the way the fall is in the floor going down, this section has a loft, so there's a loft above that lintel. Now as you can see there, that's not safe, so the cousin has to at some point sort that. At some day that's going to fall on the ground because it's cracked there, it's cracked in the centre, it's cracked at the far side. That piece of timber, that's all it's holding, so he has to sort that out. But in there then there's just a heap of junk, and on the loft belongs to two of my uncles, so they get them put out, or cut down this bit of a tree that's grown on the side for it distorts or not. But yeah, so that's the far end of the turf shed. And then on the other side, we have the dog kennel, the well, and the grain bin. The grain bin is coming down. So if anyone is looking for a grain bin, give me a shout, because we will be taking it down when we're doing this. Does it work? I don't know. When was the last time it was used? I don't ever remember being used, but it probably has been used for 20 odd years. It's been used within 30 years, but no more than 20. Some of the bottom of it could be rotten, but the rest of it I think is fine. But in today's video, what we're doing is this shed here. Now I actually think I'm going to have to move my Saxo. This is my third Citroen Saxo, and I'm keeping this as a bargaining chip to buy a Saxo VTS, because that's what I want. This one has a VTR bod on it, but it is no more a VTR, so it is not. I'm hanging on to it because it has a VTR body kit on it, and I may want that. So yeah, I'm going to have to move it over and get a battery. Should start. But what we need to clean out is in here. This is what was called the potting shed, and as you can tell, it is full of rubbish, full to the lugs with rubbish. This would have been kind of the garden shed for that. I just remember having a lawnmower in it and a trimmer and a chainsaw and stuff like that. And what's in it now is rubbish off the farm. I remember at one point being told, gather up rubbish and then chuck it all in here. So I know there's a heap of meal bags in here. But we have to clean this out, because with the extension that we're going to be putting onto the back of the house, it's going to be coming out and encroaching on the potting shed. So the potting shed is coming down, and we're going to clear that line down. We're going to leave the well and the dog house, but we're probably going to put up some kind of a carport or something here for parking cars in, and an outside toilet, so we don't have to be going into the house in mucky boots. Also, what we're standing on here is a water tank that is on Saxo sitting on. There's also another water tank there that will be coming out, but that's a water tank there you can see on the curb. That will be coming out as well. So yeah, extension will be coming out just about in line with the wall, but we're just going to take all this down. So we'll clean this out. Can't imagine there'll be anything too exciting or interesting in it, except for some old gardening tools and a lot of rubbish. Anyways, we'll see can I move this Saxo. We're jumping the old Saxo. You're wondering why it's taken off the road? Well, because it's like most Saxos are rotted. Failed the NCT, and that rot there. That's why it got parked. I wouldn't get rid of it, because this is my bargaining tool to getting a VTS Saxo, which I would very much like. Once I do get one, then this is just scrap. Just take the bits I want off it. Will it start? Should start. Saxo moved. What do you think, Liv?
Of
the Saxo?
I don't like it.
I love it. See how reliable it is. Lay for 3 years and starts first tip. Away she goes. I will be getting one, won't I? Yeah? I get rid of that one and you let me buy a VTS. Why not? You said you would. Might have to work on that one another bit. We'll try to clean our way in. Excuse the dog whimpering there. That's the Rottweiler, she's out in the garden. So that's the old cooker out of the house there. So I don't know what it is. We'll be getting rid of that anyways. Found your gloves. Yeah. Gloves are on for this job too, because undoubtedly that has to have a few furry friends in it, no more than most of the sheds. A lot of the small sheds, when they stop getting used for everyday use, they just got filled with rubbish. So it's mine and Liv's mission to clean out all this rubbish and get rid of it. Yeah, I think you make a rubbish and a pile, yeah. So that's our mission. And this is first up. Then what do you want to do after this one? Tractor house or clean out the rest of the turf shed?
You mean that?
Yeah.
Well, that needs fixing.
I know that needs fixing, but that's depending on Charlie.
Probably there, and we'll just work our way.
Work our way down the yard. Because this area here will be our backyard.
Well, it'll be the new way into the house.
Yeah, it'll be our backyard for parking cars and stuff. So, try and have it half decent. We've made pretty good progress, so yeah, still lots to go. But we're on our third bucket. We're after coming across this box here, which must have been their old livestock box when they used to do shows. Ballinamore Pedigree Livestock. Limousine, Ayrshire and Hampshire Downs. It's pretty cool. There's a few bits in it. Oh, must be actually Daddy's. It's actually Daddy's box. So it says DJ Stewart in it. So this must have been his box when he used to be at the Hampshire Downs more so than anything. So then we're going to put it away there. And yeah, but that's a cool find. Ballinamore Pedigree Livestock. Also, we found two old implements. So we have an Iziki Brushmaster or brush cutter strimmer, and then a Hatter, don't know what that word says, it's too much for con as well. And in the back corner there's another implement we have found. It could be an old Mary tiller in the back corner there. So I'm kind of half thinking. So one of the big things on the floor is a heap of turf mould. There was bags of turf mould brought in here. Also an old gas lamp here. It's pretty cool. But yeah, slowly but sure, we'll do another half an hour once it gets dark. We'll quit. We'll come back to it another day. But yeah, never ending job, is it, Liv? Going around tidying up scrap and rubbish that has been gathering for decades. Anyways, you're in our bucket. We bring that inside or?
May as well do it now, otherwise.
Yeah, we'll forget about it. Right, we'll be putting them two implements back into the shed too, so someone might have an interest in them. Right, changing the video, change the pace, because we are loading another load of barley. So just waiting for the driver to take off the cover. It's 8 o'clock in the morning and we're ready to rock and roll. So, if you're watching, if it's with that video, you're wondering why we suddenly changed to in a tractor and trailer or in the teleporter or loading grain after being at the house. Well, because I've done my back. And quite painful, and I cannot go lifting and cleaning. That's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. So we may have to change up the video. Have an old belt on, like a brace thing, to try and give a bit of back support, because it is quite sore. I done the harm last Saturday when Saturday video. That's when I done the harm. When I was putting back the manhole lid on the tank, whatever way I went to let it down, I gave me back a twist. Letting down the lid, and my back was sore. I knew I checked, the way I call it, I checked my back. It was quite sore, but I was still able to function and work. And I was minding it, and 2-3 days later, me and I went to the new farm to grape in, and I said I'd grape in while she went and done the ones that were outside on the farm, and that's when I done the harm to my back. So much so that it's just very sore, and the last 2 days I went to bed got half a day's work and then just have to go to bed with the pain to lie down. So a little bit better today. We'll see how far I get before I have to go to bed, but I'll probably be going to bed to lie down after about half a day unless things improve, just to not overdo it. All fun and games. Father Phil and Mother are also gone on holidays now, so it's just me and Liv. So yeah, so no rest for the wicked, Mad Max and all. So anyways, we get this grain loaded up, and yeah, we'll see what we go up to for the rest of the day. A half a day I'll be able to work, probably. Just trying not to spill grain, that is my mission to get this fun. Liv is in, so Liv is on yard brush duties, just keeping the grain swept up so I'm not driving over and bringing it out, because there's no power floated floor in this shed, so you don't get a nice clean finish when you're scooping up barley or anything like that. So she's doing the brushing for me so I don't have to get out, so big thank you to Liv. You're wondering too about why we're going with grain now. Why isn't the grain already gone? Well, we work on the principle that the grain will make you money sitting on the floor of the shed for as long as you're able to hold on to it. Kind of need to get rid of it now so I get heifers in, because it's in the way of putting in heifers. But you know, you could gain 5, 10, maybe sometimes even more euros a ton just by holding on to it for a couple of months till after harvest, till more of the harvest comes in around the world, to see what price is settled at. Price is always lowest at harvest, so just being able to store it for a while can be the difference between getting a few euros a ton. Sometimes it goes the other way on you and you end up losing money. You could go down. I think I've seen it happen once or twice, but that's why we do that. And also, on another note, so Liv done her video there doing all the jobs around the yard while I was away pulling beef there, or whatever day it was, last Thursday or that, and I didn't actually get to watch it till I was laid up in bed, and I have to say she really did a good job of it. She makes me feel very inadequate in my filming and techniques. She's getting all the shots, all the angles, all the good footage, definitely showing me up. So she was, definitely. I'll try and get her to do a bit more on the camera if I can. We keep at this. We get this grain loaded. Take about half an hour, 40 minutes, and we should have the trailer full, roughly around 30 ton mark-ish. Somewhere around that, I think. And the bay is empty again. So that's the third load. Oh, get down out of this now without busting me back up again. The third load of grain. I think it's the last load that we're selling that way. We may have some grain to go rolled straight to farmers, but we have one load of beans, Arctic load of beans to go, and the plan is that the 3 Arctic load of barley, the Arctic load of beans, that just about pays for growing all the grain. He's going to sell, a couple of customers want a couple of ton of barley rolled for feeding to cattle, so that'll make up the rest, and then we'll have the grain to feed the cattle. So better than last year. This year is definitely a better grain year than last year. So happy out, Liv. Thanks for shoveling and brushing.
You need a shovel.
We need a better shovel.
That's a spade.
That's not a spade, but it's not far removed from a spade. Anyways, we see what's in the trailer. I put down the camera. Oh jeez, really get stiff after sitting in that for a while. And it is miserable out. Thankfully that load of grain is gone. Loaded up and all. It's absolutely miserable. Pissing rain. Anyhow, I'm gonna get feeding done. And yeah, that's really it. We'll go feed. Once I can stay relatively sitting down, not do any major pulling or tugging, shouldn't be too bad. Just have the feeding done. It is absolutely lashing it down. Lashing it down. So yeah, we're going to get a couple of other small jobs done, go for the dinner, and then probably going to quit it like in my back a break. I know this video is very random. We started off at the house, doing the house, we were cleaning, but probably not going to get back to that now for another week or two till the back improves a bit. Just, yeah, I haven't been to a doctor. I think it's just a pulled muscle, because it is getting better after 3 days since I really done the harm. So just take it handy. But we will be going pulling beet tomorrow. Hopefully Sunday's video, if while this rain, this forecast doesn't stop me, we should have the beet finished, harvest 2024 finished for Sunday's video. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But whether that happens or not is going to be debatable. Bro's coming back to draw beet for me from college, and yeah, we'll just see how that goes. And if you're wondering, these here, the new Apple AirPod Pros, they're not sponsored or nothing by them, but I bought them while I was in America, and they are absolutely brilliant. They have a noise cancellation feature which is unreal. That's why I bought them, because of the noise cancellation, so they try and protect my hearing, PP and all that fun stuff. So when you're doing power washing or stuff like that and you want to dull down the noise, I put it like this: on the plane home where you normally hear that loud humming of the engines and that, put them in, it literally nothing. Amazing. Highly recommend anyone who is thinking or looking for a Christmas present. Highly the noise cancellation, you hear nothing, and then it has so many other features. I have them set that when I talk, it stops playing the music, and also you can do that with noise cancellation. Put on the speech one, and it comes out with noise cancellation as soon as you start talking, and you can hear. Highly recommend for a Christmas present. But anyways, look, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. I'm injured, kind of, ish, yeah, just one of these random videos. Things just never seem to go how I planned them. But sometimes, look, we'll make it up as we go along. It's got me this far, it'll get me the rest of it. That is the plan. So anyways, look, we're going to leave it at that for today's video. If you have any questions or anything like that, you want to know more about the Saxo, you have any questions about the house and how that's coming on, or anything else that we talked about in today's video, leave it in the comments down below. I'm all going to plan. We will be back Sunday for pulling beet. That's it from me. Good luck.